Hello YouTube friends and neighbors. In today's Guitar Lick Minute, we're going to take a quick look at a right-hand technique known as compound picking. This is a technique where you grip a guitar pick between your thumb and first finger like most people normally do, and you use your unoccupied fingers to play other strings not being played by your pick. You'll hear this technique being used all over recorded music from blues, jazz, rock, country, practically everywhere. The advantage this technique gives a guitar player is the ability to play multiple non-adjacent strings at the same time. Normally when a guitar chord is played, not all the notes are struck exactly at the same time. There's always a sweep through the strings that sound them one at a time, no matter how fast you strike the strings. The only way around this is to use a combination of pick and fingers, or just picks if you like the idea of individual finger picks. I prefer the pick and fingers method. In most cases, the player would use the pick to cover the low E, A, and D strings, and the fingers to cover the G, B, and little e strings. The simplest thing you could do is play an E chord by sounding the low E with your pick and the three high notes with your fingers at the same time. It definitely sounds different than simply striking the pick through the strings, no matter how quickly I try to do it. Another thing you can do is not play the strings at the same time, but in an alternating fashion. Now that's sounding a little more interesting. How about if we put a little boogie in it? Now we're sounding kind of bluesy. This sound may even remind you of several well-known songs, especially if we start walking the low notes like a bass line. Another handy thing is to combine these two ideas, playing pick and fingers at the same time and alternating them. A common motif in popular music is to form a riff or a lick around a phrase where part of it is on the beat and part of it is off the beat. The infectious Bo Diddley beat is formed like this. Once these movements become part of your mechanics, you can play around with the high strings and create simple melodies while chugging along with your pick on the low strings. Well, that concludes our little foray into a few of the possibilities available through compound picking. If you really want to hear some advanced examples, check out anything by Albert Lee, Vince Gill, Les Paul, or Chet Atkins. Thank you for watching my video and please subscribe.